Hi friends, welcome back to the channel Ruchi's Teaching. This is Ruchi here. This video is of explanation on if condition. Uh, in my last previous video, I have explained about formulas. Now in this video I am going to explain you about if condition in MS Excel. Can you see in front of you screen? In the screen I have just given some options in if condition. In if condition can be given in different forms. Like in if condition there are four types you can use. For this is for different purposes, right? One, if condition you can use. Next, if and you can use. If or you can use. Instead, if you can use. Okay, if condition is only for checking for only one column, and if and is used for checking many columns. Altogether checking can be done with the if and. If or is, you will be using many columns but selected one. If this is not correct, if this condition is not satisfied, it will go to another column. If that column is not satisfied, it will go to another column. Like that, if or is used. And nested if is used for checking each and every cell, whether, if suppose if one cell is satisfying, it should give that number. If another cell, if that is not satisfying, it will go to another number. So like that you will be using in a different situations. These are used in different situations, right? So now I'll start with the table. Okay, now we'll go to sheet 1 here. Here I have created one table. Can you see here already this is explained in another before video about formulas I have explained. So now here today I will be explaining this using this table. I will explain if condition. Now can you see here status I have given here, right? Before I start my video, please I would like to say that please, if you have not subscribed this channel, subscribe my channel and like it, share it. Okay, give a like and share to your friends. Okay, now we'll enter into the video. Now can you see here status I have given here. What, first of all, you should understand what is the status. Status in the sense the situation of a person. Can you see here roll number 1? The name of that roll number 1 is Kiran. This Kiran's status is showing here. What status? Whether he is having first grade, second grade, third grade, like that I have used. Actually, I have used this word no grade or first grade or second grade is I want to explain that person's status. So for that I have used if condition. Can you see when I clicked on that particular cell, you can see the formula here already I have written here. See here I have used if only one condition I have given. That's why I have used only one if. Can you see here one if? What is G6 here? G6 is this one. Total. Here that condition for which cell I am using or for which number I am using is for total I am using. That means I am taking total of each person. I am taking total of each person and I am checking whether that is more than 150 or not. Right? So that means G6 is here is sum. Now sum. The total of each person I am checking with the number 150. If it is greater than 150, it should give first grade, or if it is less than 150, it will give no grade. Can you see here? See, 146 is less than 150. That's why it is saying no grade. Right, now here can you come here? Sorry, yeah, come to the status here. I will show. Now G7. Now G7 is 199. Now 199 is greater than 150. So that condition is satisfying. So when that condition is satisfying, it will enter into the first grade. So it is displaying first grade. Or else if it is not satisfying, it will go to the no grade. So like that I have copied this formula to now what I will do is I will just remove the formulas. Sorry, I will remove these things and again I will show in front of you how to do. Okay. Now just I will go to that particular cell where I have typed the formula and I will give a double click over there. So automatically that formula is copied to other cells also. So now can you see here for first one, because that sum is very less than 150, it is showing no grade. Others are more than 150, then it is showing first grade. Now this is only using only one if condition. Now come to the other cell. Here what I am using, if and. If and, clearly I mentioned here if and condition I am using. Why am I using is here if and is I want to check all the subjects marks. Why? Why I am checking? I am checking D6 where C language, Kiran's C language marks is 67. I am checking this and I'm checking this 56 MS Office marks. I am checking Java marks. Why? All the three I am checking. For that purpose I have to check, because suppose this person has failed in one of the subject. Think that 23, for example here already 23 is there in Java. That means he is failed totally. So if he failed in one subject also, that fail should come there. Suppose he passed in all the subjects, then it will give the pass value. So I have adjusted or I have used that type of condition for this. That type of condition for this. Can you see here? See. In this cell I have clicked and you can see in formula bar that formula has come. Can you see here? If I have used one if and how to use that I will tell you. Okay, let that first cell be like that only. I will delete this and I will use it. Okay, here I am using. Now I will just increase the column bar, column size I am going to increase. Okay, just I will make it, I will drag it. Now come to the cell. Here I will use if equal to, compulsory before using any formula you have to type if, sorry, equal to, then go for if. When I have typed I, automatically if function is displayed, I will give a double click on it. So when I have given a double click on it, it is asking logical test. That means logical test is nothing but the condition what you want to use. If logical test is true, then if it is true, this value you have to display, otherwise this value. So now what I am using is and I want here. So A, N, automatically it is giving this. Now what I will say, I will give double click there. Automatically it is opening that particular bracket and condition. Now what I will use is here, for which I want to check for this, where I am in this. So I will give a click there. Automatically it is taking D7. What I want to check, if that number is, what I want to check, greater than or equal to, 35, then and another number is E7, this number also greater than or equal to 35, comma, and which one, F7, Java marks, greater than or equal to 35. That means if all these are equal to 35 or greater than 35, then you can say that it is passed, right? Now close the bracket, right? Next say what you want to do here, say pass, right? comma, else, fail. Close the quotes. Okay. Understood? If all these are satisfying the conditions, D7, E7, F7 have got more than 35 or equal to 35, then pass or else fail. Now close the bracket. Now say enter. What it is saying? Something it is missing. What is missing? Here comma. Actually comma should come out. I have kept inside, right? Now remove comma from there, right? Now say enter, right? You got the answer here. Can you see here? It is saying pass. Why? Because 78 is greater than 35, 76 is greater than 35, 45 is greater than 35. Now I will show you how it will act. I will take 23. See, it is giving fail here. Right? Understood? So this is the way how you will. Now if you want to copy, just give a click over there. Automatically it will give the so it will copy the formula, right? Now come to the if or. Now what is the purpose of or is already I have given, just check it out here. If what it is saying, or D6 is less than 35, that means C language is less than 35 comma E6 is less than 35, F6, that means in between these three any one is less than 35, then give a fail mark. Fail, just give him a fail or else pass. If all are having more than 35, it will give the pass. If any of these, either D6 or E6 or F6, that means C language, MS Office, Java is having less than any of these, at least one also if it is having less than 35, then it should give the fail. So automatically see, it is giving fail here. Understood? You understood this? For this also you have to use if or. Okay, see, you can understand this. See, if or, if you type there D6 is less than 35, E6 is less than 35, F6 is less than 35, automatically fail. Otherwise, if all these are more than 35, then it automatically gives the pass. Okay, this one you can do it easily. Now I'll go to the nested if. Okay, what is nested if? Nested if is nothing but using more than one if. This is used for mostly grades, like if you want to give some A plus, A grade, B grade, for that you can use. Okay, now what I will do is just have a look at this, then I will explain. If condition I have selected, when he will go for grade, if he is pass only, then he will go. If he has failed, think that if he has failed, then he will not get any grade, his grade will be E. So for that what I did is, if condition, I have used if condition. Here I have taken N6. Where is N6? This is N6. Right here, when a person has got fail marks, then automatically it is showing fail. So if he has failed, then the grade automatically it should display E. That's why what I did is N6, if he is in N6 cell, if it is fail, then it should give E, that is E grade. Or else think that he has passed. For this type of things, it will enter into the grade column. Then what is it has to do is, if I6, where is I6? This is I6, percentage. I am giving condition for the percentages now. Okay, now if I6 is, this I6 is more than or equal to 80, then it should display A plus. Okay, and suppose if it is less than 80, what it has to do, again that's why I have given one more condition. If I6 is greater than or equal to 70, then it should display A. That means from 70 to 80 it will display A. From 80 and to 100 it will display A plus. Then if I6 is greater than or equal to 60, then it will display B. That means from 60 to 70 it will display B. If I6 is greater than or equal to 40, that means from 40 to 60. Number is between 40 to 60, then it will display C. So for this I will again type and I will show you how to do. Okay. I will just remove this first. Now we will enter into the cell again. Equal to if what? If what I want, first I will check whether he is failed or passed. N6, where is N6? In this column. N7, because I am sorry, not that one. N7. Why I am using N7 is I am in 7th row. Already 6th row I have done, but 7th row I am doing for you. Now if N7 is equal to fail, you have to give codes, you have to follow the rules and regulations, then only it will work. Okay, if N7 is equal to fail, comma, then type E grade. Okay, then type E grade. Okay, this is over. Suppose if N7 is not fail, that means suppose if it is pass, then what you have to do? Now you have to give condition for it. Okay, open bracket. Then what you want to show them, where this one percentage you have to go. So where is that? I7. If I7 is greater than or equal to 80, right? That also codes you have to give. Okay, no need of codes for it. So 80, comma, what you have to do? Double quotes, A plus, right? A plus you have to give there, comma. Now if this condition is not satisfied, it should go to another. Now I will open again one more if. This is called nested if. Okay, again open the braces. Now which column you are using? Again I7 only. Why? Because if that is not 80, it has to check for another number also. No. So I7 I will type manually. I7 is greater than or equal to 70. We have used first 80. Now I am using 70, comma, open braces, open quotes, double quotes. What you have want to give? A, just A, close it, comma, right? Next, what is there? Again I have to open the if condition. If it is not 70 to 80 also, then what it has to do? It has to check for 60 also. I7 is greater than or equal to 60, comma. Now open the double quotes. What you have to type there? B, close it, close double quotes, comma, again check for less than 60. If condition, again I am opening, open braces. What I am using? Again I7 is greater than or equal to 40. That means from 40 to 60 it will check, comma, double quotes. Now here what I have to give? C, double quotes closed. Then it will end up here now. That means after 40 it will give E. Automatically it will give E. Okay. Or else we'll go for the because I have used 35 here now. For failing and passing I have used 35. So I will select greater than or equal to 35. Okay. Now what I have to say? Now I should close all the things. Right? How many if conditions I have used? This is one if condition. So one bracket, 1, 2 and 3. So if you don't want to close directly, if you say enter also, automatically it will take. Okay. I'll give comma. Comma is for one more. Okay. I will say enter. So what it is asking? still you have to enter too many arguments, it seems. Okay. Now something I have missed here. Can you see here? If n7 is equal to fail, it is E, or else if I7 is 80, it has to give A plus. If I7 is equal to 17, it has to give A. Here I didn't use if condition. Can you see here? Okay, if open braces, if I7 is greater than or equal to 60, then B. If I7 or is greater than or equal to 35, then it should give C, right? Say yes, because it's saying it. I will close the, say these parentheses should be closed over there, so say yes. See, automatically it is giving the answer. Can you see here? I have used 7th row. This is the row I have used. Now what I will say is, now I will give a double click over here. Automatically those things will come down. Now you just check it out. I will change the numbers over here. For nested if, this percentages it is taking, no. So here what I will do is I will use some different number. Okay, automatically that percentage will increase and that grade also increases, right? Now here I will use another number. Here what I will use 90. So let's check it out. Can you just check it out here? Because I have removed 23 and E grade will go and mostly A or B will come, right? See, A grade has come. So the formula is working perfectly. So with this, I hope you have understood this if condition properly. If you still have any doubts in this, please give a comments in the comment section, so that I will see to it and I will try to reply to it. Okay, then I hope you liked this video. Please give a thumbs up to it, then share to your friends. Okay, then bye friends. Thank you.